Lakas ng loob ni Michael Poa na magsabing BP Sara not violent, no intent to hurt others daw. Yan sabi diyan, no? Vice President Sara Duterte's impeachment defense team yesterday clarified her bloodbath remark as spilling her own blood with no intention to hurt others. Recorded? Yan.
Ang ina ninyong lahat. Martin Romualdez, Lisa Marcos, Bongbong Marcos.
Mga DDS squad siya, mga DDS, si Dada, Boss Dada, tapos yung isa, si Joey D,
Nagbabagang mga balita at pagtalakay sa mga isyu ng lipunan. Pulsa, opinyon, banat at paglalantad sa katotohanan. Pulsa, what you see is what you get. You decide.
Hello po mga kababayan, si Dante Maravillas. Sabi ng abogado ni Sara, yung spokesperson ng defense panel, si Attorney Michael Poa, si Sara Duterte daw mga kababayan, hindi siya violent. Ano niya, Mr. Maravillas? Ulitin mo. Sabi ng abogado ni Sara, ni Michael Poa, si Sara Duterte daw hindi violent. Ayan ang sabi niya. Ayan o. BP Sara not violent. No intent to hurt others. Sabi ni Michael Poa. Yan nasa likod niya. Spokesperson ng defense. Talaga niya, Mr. Maravillas, kung magsinungaling yung kampo ni Sara, harap-harapan yung pagsisinungaling. Nasanay sila sa ganyan mga kababayan. Hindi na nag-iisip na si Sara, noong mayor pa mga kababayan, nambugbog ng sheriff, ang daling alukayin mga kababayan kasi recorded siya, nagbabiral sa YouTube hanggang ngayon. Nambugbog ng sheriff. So ano yon? Sabihin mo na si Sara hindi violent? Ayan o.
Hindi lang mabuti yung makakontrol. Attract the sheriff. Radyo mag-usama.
Recorded? Yan. Talaga itong si Attorney Michael Poa, sanay na sanay. Harap-harapan mga kababayan kung magsinungaling. Paano hindi naging violent si Sara? Yung natura niya Hindi lang sa pananalita, pati sa aksyon. Ang behavior niya. Nasanay sa violence mga kababayan kasi yun ang natingala nga sa kanyang tatay. Kill, kill, kill palagi. So ano ang asahan mo dito sa mga taong ito? Pagkatapos sasabihin ni Michael Poa, kaya nga lahat ng nasa bibig niya lumalabas, puro violence. I want a bloodbath. Lakas ng loob ni Michael Poa na magsabing BP Sara not violent, no intent to hurt others daw. Yan sabi diyan, no? Vice President Sara Duterte's impeachment defense team yesterday clarified her bloodbath remark as spilling her own blood with no intention to hurt others. At yesterday's press conference before the trial, defense team spokesman Michael Poa said there has been a lot of misinterpretation about her statement. What she meant was her own blood that would be spilled because she is the subject of this impeachment proceeding. And this was further clarified when she went here last week and said that the bloodbath was herself, sabi po ni Poa. Kaya pala nagpa-press con siya para baguhin yung narrative. So, pinamemorize ninyo ng Invictus. Wala lang siyang sasabihin, kundi yung isang linya ng Invictus na ang sabi, in this bloodbath, in blood tuning, I will be blooded but unbowed. So, yon ang ibig sabihin po ninyo. Nag-recite siya na wala man lang attribution sa totoong nagsulat ng tula. Agad na ni-research ng mga netizen. Ayun pala, tulad ng kanyang kapatid, buti pa si Kitty Duterte, buong tula, mga kababayan ni William Ernest Henley, memorize Pero si Sara, isang linya lang na sabi nga mga kababayan ni Montulfo, pinagintayan niya ni Sara yung mga reporters ng 1 hour. Pagkatapos, yun man lang palaan niya yung sasabihin niya. Nagpa-press con pero ayaw matanong, walang tanong. Nag-recite lang siya mga kababayan ng minimorize na linya ng tula. Tapos ito pala yung ibig sabihin mga kababayan na siya blooded but unbound. So hindi violente si Sara kasi yung bloodbath ay para sa kanya. Napakalinaw po na violente si Sara. Hindi lang sa pananalita kundi sa gawa. Mga kababayan, napakalutong ng kanyang pagbabanta sa ating Pangulong Bongbong Marcos, kay Lisa Marcos at kay Martin Romualdez. Ito nga panoorin natin mga kababayan yung presentation ng prosecution na nang magmura si Sara Duterte, si Senate President Win Gatchalian na pa ganon, pati si Chis Escudero, yung presiding officer na tinawag mga kababayan ni Aimee Marcos na presiding officer beside the Senate President. Nagkakaawaan niya si sabi ni Aimee Marcos, si Senate President Win Gatchalian kasi hindi siya yung nagpipreside. Nakatabi lang si Escudero kaya tinawag niya hindi presiding kundi beside the presiding officer. Puro kasinungalingan mo yung mga pinagsasabi nito ni Michael Poa. Napakalinaw na violenting tao itong si Sara Duterte. Ito, panoorin natin yung porsyon ng presentation mga kababayan ng prosecution.
Kindly accompany each other to the tech booth so that the USB may be played with respect to the specified timestamps of the witness.
Ay papakita na yung video. Kailangan may witness. Bubuksan yung USB. Ayan yung authenticated po na recording mga kababayan na ginawa ni Kalilong. So, ipi-play mga kababayan. Itong si Atty. Jeremy Lotok, gwapo pong lalaki, parang si Tommy Abuel, yung artista. Kamukha ni Tommy Abuel, aktor Tommy Abuel. Ito na siya.
Utang na ninyo.
Repeat. Ulitin daw.
Sino ang corrupt? Yung mga congressman na yan na
Ayan. Inaayos mo na. So, hindi na kailangan siyang i-authenticate kasi ano pang authentication? In-authenticate na ni Sara mismo.
Keso taksil, keso corrupt, abusado. Utang ina ninyo.
Hindi. Nanlilisik ang mata po.
Sino ang corrupt?
Hindi maayos yung pag-play. Hindi maayos yung pag-play.
Ako putang ina, hindi mo pala gusto ginagawa mo Bakit mo sinisira pangalan ko? Roel Chua.
Napakamot si Cheese. Napatakip sa kanyang bibig si Win Gatchalian. Di ba? Tagal maayos po. Putol-putol. Yan.
He did not know what he was talking about. Was so incompetent. Or he was lying to his teeth to get the votes of people.
Yan, si Maharlika to.
Utang ina ninyong lahat. Martin Romualdez, Lisa Marcos, Bongbong Marcos.
Mga DDS squad siya, mga DDS, si Dada, Boss Dada, tapos yung isa, si Joey D, naka-Zoom conference sila.
I think we have two more.
May dalawa pa daw, sabi ni Attorney Ligutan.
Tapos kami yung nagsisinungaling. Nagbibigil ako eh. Kasi gusto ko lang magtrabaho. Gusto ko lang tapusin yun na yung ng show
Hindi.
ninyo dyan sa House of Representatives para makabalik na kami.
Nanlilisik po yung mata. Tapos sasabihin ni Michael Poa, hindi violent daw si Sara. Sa pananalita niya, violent siya, pati sa mga aksyon niya. Nambugbog ng sheriff eh. So, may pattern yung behavior niya. Violent behavior. Ang dapat kay Sara po, i-rehab.
I think we have two more.
Ang ina ninyo.
Sindi.
I think that will be the last. Carter, that will be the last.
Council, that's the 7 timestamps.
Let me confirm. Attorney Magallon. Okay, we have one more. We have two more, Your Honor, please. I was told we have two more time stamps, Your Honor, please.
Two more.
Thank you.
Alam na natin yan. Napanood na natin lahat yan.
Martin, nangangampanya tayo. Nakasakay tayo sa eroplano. Magkatabi tayo. Nagre-reklamo ka, putang ina ka, walang pera.
Tindi ang bibig.
Kasi
And the last one.
Patay Malaysia si si Amy Marcos, tapos si Tia Cayetano.
maalis naman ako sa presidential days, hindi pa rin ikaw ang presidente. Tingina mo. Walang bubo.
Umuulan ng PUTA.
Okay.
Wala.
Tindi.
So, Your Honor, those
Parang may
were
sapi
the
po.
7 timestamps, portions of the video where the Vice President hurled invectives and profanities. Now, the question is, may I proceed, Your Honor?
Council, to clarify,
Yeah, opo.
that the Vice President hurled invectives, period. Not necessarily against the 3 officials mentioned.
Most of them were against the 3 officials, Your Honor.
I only counted or heard 1 or 2. Out of the 7, I heard Representative Chua, but he's not one of the subject matters of this case. But just for the record, does the witness confirm that? Out of the 7 timestamps, there are approximately 2 or 3 that mentioned either all 3 or 1 of the top officials. Would that be correct, Mr. Witness?
I think more than that, sir. If you can see the
Make your
context.
voice louder, louder.
If I'm not mistaken, I think 5 times referring to either Martin Romualdez or Lisa Marcos or the president.
The rest were either congressmen or a particular congressman.
If I'm not mistaken, sir.
Counsel, you may proceed.
Now, Mr. Witness, etong mga 7 timestamps kung saan nagmumura yung Vice Presidente, why is this a factor in classifying the threat as serious and real?
Yes, Your Honor. It's very much factor. Because we want to establish the intent of the Vice President, and that intent is crucial in our investigation. We want to determine whether those utterances made by the Vice President were just a product of a temporary fit of anger. Was it just spur of the moment?
Mhm.
or were they really serious, actual, and real threat?
So what was your conclusion?
Your Honor.
So what was your conclusion? Was it serious, real?
Yeah, Your Honor.
Okay.
Serious and real.
Let's
Serious?
go to factor number 2. So 2 out of 4 factors. Now, sinabi mo yung literal meaning ng mga utterances ng Vice President. Pero yung literal meaning, why is this a factor in your conclusion na seryoso at totoo yung pagbabantaan ng Vice Presidente?
Yes, Your Honor. Klaro po dun sa utterances ng Vice Presidente. Even before the online press conference held on November 23, 2024, the Vice President had already contracted a person to kill the President, Lisa Marcos, and the former Speaker, Your Honor.
Siguro, so the public will understand. I want you to answer in Tagalog. Ba't mahalaga sa inyo, sa investigasyon nyo, na yung pagkukontrata ng tao na papatay sa Pangulo at kadalaw pa, nangyari ito bago pa man yung press conference? Ba't mahalaga sa investigasyon nyo yan?
Yes, Your Honor. Mahalaga ho yan para sa amin. Basically, it's indicative of intent that the utterances was deliberately made out by the Vice President, and it really shows serious, actual, and real threat, Your Honor.
All right, now, Attorney Lotok, let's go to the third factor. Yung third factor is now sinasabi mo, yung nature ng instruction. Now, could you tell the public and the court, ano bang ibig sabihin ng factor number 3, nature of the instruction?
Yes, Your Honor. In those utterances, the Vice President said, "Wag kang tumigil hanggat hindi mo sila mapapatay." It shows persistence on the part of the Vice President, that she was determined to carry out those utterances. And from the point of view of law enforcement agency like the NBI, it's alarming for us, sir.
It is alarming from the point of view of law enforcement agents. Now, in Tagalog, if you may, ba't mo nasabing nakaka-alarma yung sinabi ng Vice Presidente
Galing yan, no? Libutan.
yung instruction na huwag kang
Mag-cross-examine.
titigil
Very clear.
hanggat hindi mo napapatay ang Pangulo, unang ginang, at ang former Speaker ng House of Representatives. Ba't mahalaga? Ba't alarming yan?
Well, Your Honor, pwede hong mag-take advantage yung ibang grupo dyan,
Correct.
ibang individual.
Correct.
God forbid may mangyari sa Vice Presidente for one reason or the other. Mati-trigger ho ngayon yung instruction.
Correct.
And then,
Kahit hindi man yung
papatayin
Pangulo,
ngayon yung,
si
God
Martin
forbid
or
again,
si Lisa.
ang Presidente, Lisa Marcos, ang former Speaker. And in fact, even yung triggering na phase na yon, pwedeng mag-take advantage doon yung ibang grupo,
Correct.
thinking na pag in-assassinate natin ng tatlo, ang sisisihin ang Vice Presidente. So marami hong angulo, Your Honor, para ho sa amin sa law enforcement. Medyo magiging disorder, magiging chaotic, magiging anarchy yung society pag hindi siya na-address. Yun po yung sa amin as investigator, sir.
But was she not only joking, Attorney Loto?
Objection leading, Your Honor.
Pero there's basis
No
to
joke,
that,
no
Your Honor.
joke nga eh.
Sustained the former
Okay,
president.
Sinabi ni Sara mismo,
Now.
no joke.
Let's go to
Kinontra
Let's
ng,
proceed,
ng
Mr.
defense.
Witness.
Narinig
So far,
na namin,
you
no
mentioned,
joke.
Ito yung mga factor, no? Manner, literal meaning, nature of the instruction. Ano ba yung fourth factor kung alam mo?
The relationship between the parties, meaning the relationship between the Vice President and the President, sir.
Now, what about the fourth factor? No? Why is this significant to investigation?
Well, in one of the utterances made by the Vice President, she characterizes the relationship with the President as toxic.
Toxic.
If I'm not mistaken, at least 3 times niya binigyan yung term na toxic, referring to the relationship between her and the president, sir.
Now, what were your reasons, if any, that made you conclude na nasabi na ng Vice President na toxic yung relationship niya between her and the President?
Objection calls for an opinion, Your Honor.
Your Honor, investigation.
Witness may answer part of his investigation.
Una, yung resignation niya as secretary ng Department of Education. Pangalawa, yung utterances niya noong October 18, nung sinabi niya na I realized toxic na itong relationship. Gusto kong tanggalin yung ulo niya ba? And then I imagine myself cutting his head.
What else, if any?
The reaction of the recipient of those utterances, Your Honor. The reaction from the President himself, sir.
So the reaction from the President himself. Now, you already mentioned kanina ano yung reaction ng President. Yung tanong now, Atty. Lotok, is why did you consider yung reaction ng mga recipients ng pagbabanta, kagaya ng President? Let's focus on the President. Ba't nyo kinonsider yung reaction nila?
Well, we want to establish whether the recipient of those utterances felt intimidated by those statements, or did they took it serious and actual threat. Material ho sa amin yun, Your Honor, if only to establish the mens rea of
Mens rea ng krimen. Now, let's focus on the President. Now, let's focus on the President. Ito yung premise now. Based on your investigation, no? What was your impression of the President based on his reaction? Was he intimidated?
Well, yung opening statement ng Presidente, ang sabi niya, nakakabahala ang mga narinig natin itong mga nakarang araw.
Correct, sakto.
Ito'y isang kriminal na pagtatangka. Papalagan ko to. Yes, Your Honor. The President took the threat by the Vice President as serious and real.
Now, Mr. Witness, aside from yung reaction ng mga recipients, we focus on the President. Ano pa yung ibang mga factors na kinonsider nyo kung meron pa man?
Yes, Your Honor. We find it, this is from the point of view of the investigator, we find it disturbing when we tried to compare the utterances made in October 18 and the utterances made in November 23. And may nakita ho kami doon, at least 3 o 4 na medyo sabi ko nga, disturbing from the point of view namin.
Disturbing? 3 or 4 na disturbing na?
Na utterances, Your Honor.
Utterances. Now, let's go to that. So you said you compared the utterances in October 18 tsaka November 23. Sabi mo, you found at least 3 or 4 disturbing statements. Tama ba? Now, ano ba yung 3 statements na ito?
Your Honor, we are trying to establish the patterns and the consistencies of those utterances. For instance, nung October 18, ang sabi niya is, walang number 1 ang Pilipinas na to. Para sa akin, number 2 lamang ito. Walang number 1. And then we compared it in November 23, ang sabi niya, ni-reiterate niya, I do not recognize anybody above me. That's number 1, Your Honor. The number 2,
Wala siyang
ang sabi niya
nire-recognize
noong
sa
October
presidente.
18,
Siya na yung
hindi
top.
marunong maging presidente yung nakaupo, kasalanan ko ba yun? And then we compared it in November 23, ang sabi niya doon, this country will go to hell because that person sitting, sabi niya, doesn't know how to be a president and who is a liar.
All right.
The number 3, ang sabi niya sa October 18, meron akong 5 impeachable offense na alam kay BBM pero papasabad dyan sa House. Siyempre hindi. Then kinumpare namin November 23, ang sabi niya doon is he was lying through his teeth para makuha lang yung boto ng mga tao, and then nagmura na siya, PI ka, BBM, Lisa Marcos, and Martin Romualdez, Your Honor.
What do you mean by PI?
Putang ina, sir.
Hindi.
Okay. You said that you found these three comparisons disturbing. Now, these three, ano yung significance ng three comparisons nito sa investigasyon nyo? Kung meron man.
Yes, Your Honor. Based on these patterns and consistencies in the utterances made by the Vice President, it appears that these statements have tendency to stir up the people against the government, have tendency to disturb the peace of the community, have tendency to undermine the peace and order, the public peace and order, sir.
Now, Mr. Witness, given all these findings, sinabi mo, seryoso, tsaka totoo, yung mga pagbabanta ng Vice Presidente, anong ginawa ng division mo, kung meron man, in relation to the investigation?
We executed, Your Honor, affidavit of investigation, and we recommended criminal charges. 3 counts for grave threats and 1 count for inciting to sedition, sir.
Your Honor, now, na-mention mo yung affidavit of investigation. For clarity, anong date ng affidavit of investigation na nasabi mo?
February 10, 2024. 2025, sir.
February 10, kung yung affidavit of investigation and the annexes ipapakita sa iyo, ma-identify mo ba yung affidavit na ito?
Yes, sir.
I'm showing you now a copy of the affidavit of investigation. May petsang February 10, 2025. That is previously marked for the prosecution as Exhibit P-Roman numeral 4-3. You peruse the documents and access. I move that the defense be allowed to peruse the same. And the question is, what do these documents have? What relation, if any, do these documents have with the documents you mentioned?
Counsel for both parties may approach.
Affidavit of investigation siya,
Manifestation, Your Honor.
pinapakita.
Counsel for the respondent may proceed.
Your Honor, we just like to manifest, Your Honor, that the marked document, permanently marked by the prosecution, does not contain any annexes, and the other set of documents that he is comparing it to has annexes, Your Honor.
I can reply to that, Your Honor, please. If I
Counsel
may.
for the prosecution will please reply.
Number one, the affidavit of investigation, the annexes thereto, ay makikita yung mga annexes, most of them, as separate documents that have been pre-marked. Ulitin ko, yung mga hinahanap ng depensa ng mga annexes sa affidavit of investigation, nasa record ng Senado yan because na-marka separately, because they have been identified separately also by the previous witness. I hope that satisfies.
Counsel, what does counsel for the
Di ba? Malinaw mga kababayan yung pagbabanta. Napakalinaw. Kasi itong kwentong ito, mga kababayan, alam na natin 1 year ago. Ito, formal presentation lang ito sa Senado because of the impeachment complaint laban kay Sara Duterte. Kaya pag inakwit si Sara, itong mga DDS senators, iwan ko lang, talagang sisibakin sila mga kababayan ng ating mga mamamayang Pilipino. Isusumpa sila mga kababayan, di na sila makakabalik sa Senado. Tanggal sila dyan, di na sila iboboto. Kasi puro sila mga sinungaling, kasama na hamon nila sinungaling. Tama po mga kababayan, ayan man lang ang ating short video ngayon. Ako po si Dante Maravillas. Abangan ninyo mamaya ang presentation ng another witness. Sabi si Sulaika, baka si Sulaika na ang mag-appear. Pag si Sulaika, malamang nandyan si Sara. Nakabantay sa tabi, mga kababayan. So kabang-abang ang susunod na kabanata ng impeachment trial, day 5 ng impeachment trial laban kay Sara Duterte.
Swimming and lifting cream, pinapahid po sa mga pulses in affected area. Mainam po sa paninigas ng mga kaso-kasuan. Ito naman po, Automax Radiant Serum. Sa mukha naman yung application, anti-aging po siya. You will look 10 years younger than your age. Sa mga cancer patients naman po, baka lang gusto ninyo itong itry. Neng siya red mixed fruit drink. Hindi mo po siya gamot, food supplement siya. Kaya lang, gawa siya mga kababayan sa goji berry. Yung goji berry may anti-cancer properties. O ngayon, yung mga inquiries ninyo, dumiretso na lang kayo sa aming messenger sa Facebook para masagot namin agad. Ayos pa? Ayos na ayos niya, Mr. Maravilla. Sa mga nagana po ng malinis and spacious fitness gym, pumunta lang po kayo sa aming Colossal Fitness Gym. May Grab ka rental din po kami. But anyway, ito po pala yung aming bagong product na binibenta online. I am worldwide amazing pure organic barley powdered drink mix from Australia. Negosyo to ng aking anak na architect entrepreneur Riz Maravillas. Ayan po. Kontakin na lang po ninyo siya, Riz Maravillas on Facebook. Ang mga health benefits niya, boost immunity, improves digestion, enhance energy levels, packed with antioxidants, prevent cancer. Ito naman po yung bago naming product na binibenta online. Eye Glow Serum, whitening po siya. Tingnan ninyo yung epekto sa aking anak na architect before and now. Yung mga inquiries po ninyo, dumiretso na lang kayo sa kanyang Facebook account, Riz Maravillas.